All right. So inheritance. Basically, the concept of inheritance is you have what is called a parent class, and then you have a child class and another child class. So think about it as with this, they're actually talking about what is that? Kingdom, phylum, whatever. Yeah, this thing. So levels of classification. Actually, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to get into the images. So you can kind of think about what is it called? Inheritance is like this. So you have a species, which is inside of a genus, which is inside of a family, which is inside of an order, which is inside of a class, etc. So the larger thing is the domain, right? This domain is all of these specific whatever. So like you have the animal, whatever, the animal kingdom. You have like what else do you have? You have plants. You have all sorts of other things. Excuse me. So this is a great way to like look at inheritance because all species under a specific genus will have similar characteristics under the genus thing. But if they're in a different genus, all of those species will be similar. If they're in a different family, all of those genus and species will have similar things to each other, but not in a different family, right? So one of them is like they have so you have, dude, I'm making all of this up. I'm kidding. I don't have, this is clearly not scripted, but like you have the animal kingdom and then you have like plants. So, and those are in a different domain, I'm pretty sure. So you have the, I don't really remember. I'm not a biology person, so I'm kind of making this up, but you kind of understand the idea. So class. This is the mammal class, okay? Humans are mammals, so we are similar to dogs in that we have four limbs and we have a spine and we yada yada yada, and it's skeletal, and so we have things that are all similar with all of these. But as we get out of it, or sorry, as you get to a different class, they're going to have a completely different structure. Okay, so same thing with here. So you have an animal, a dog, and a cat are very similar. I mean, they have four limbs. They've got a tail. They've got et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they have some distinct differences. So those should be different classes. But they're not different instances, right? So if I create an instance of a dog named Lily, like my dog right here who's just laying down, being adorable. Anyway, I have a dog named Lily and I have a cat named Claude. Okay? So those are two different classes and two different instances, but they will all contain the same properties of name and behavior. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's understand this. Okay, so we have a class and let's actually go into this. So in the few exercises, we'll be creating two subclasses: doctor and nurse, hospital employee. Okay, this is fine. This is a good way to do this. So we're gonna have create a property. Ugh, they're doing the underscore thing again. I hate it. Okay, and then remaining. Okay. So let's look at the similarities between the two of these. So you have name, remaining vacation days, and take. Let's make sure that. Okay. So we're gonna create a hospital employee, class hospital employee, and let's take a look at. Oh, are we building the actual two classes? Okay, no, never mind. Class doctor, class nurse. Okay. Constructor, name. Wait. Properties name inside set to 20 inside the constructor. So there's that. And then insurance, which you're not setting into anything. Maybe I pass it in. really don't like this. Okay, and then nurse, it's basically the same thing. Oh wait. So now this, Control C, Control V, this will be certification. And then you have take vacation days. Did I do this right? What do you create a parent class? Oh, okay. Okay, so that is correct. Inside the constructor, set the instance's name to name, and we're making equation. Okay. This is what I was trying to get at before. Okay, this is dumb. Oh. Yes, it's right there. Oh, vacation days. Under the constructor, create your getters first. So dumb. I don't like this. Get name, return this dot name. This is so redundant. Get remaining vacation days. Like, why would I need to write all of this? There is no point to this. Ugh. Keep zooming in and out. I really don't like this at all. Okay, under the getters method, it's called take vacation day. Yep, I had that. Days off. This is so verbose, and I really don't like it. Okay, great. Cool. So, inheritance 3. Are we going to use that? Okay. So now, we're going to extend off of it. So, class nurse, and we're going to extend off of hospital employee. So, extends hospital employee. Okay. That is what it's doing. So it's taking all of these properties and applying it to the same thing as nurse. So if I say new nurse, it's going to use the same constructor. It's going to have all of these properties. Okay. Inside of the nurse, let's create a constructor. Constructor. And it's going to accept 2 objects. It's going to be first, it's going to be name, and then certification. Okay. Here's the thing. It's going to, you could say this dot name equals name, and this dot certification equals certification. However, we already did this up here, but we need to, if we don't do anything, it's not going to run the constructor. So you have to do super name. So what this is doing is saying, hey, I want to call the constructor on this instance, or I'm going to call the parent constructor on this instance, passing in name, right? That's all it's going to do. Yes, I did. Oh, certifications. So dumb. Okay, great. And the nurse constructor, call the parent's constructor method. I already did that. Inside of the set certifications, already did that. Under the nurse class, create a new instance of nurse and save it to great. So const nurse link. Okay, I'm gonna just copy and paste that because it's gonna freak out if I don't. New nurse and it's going to be olink and certifications, which is an array, trauma pediatrics. Great, and then I'm going to console.log it. Okay, if I run that, you can see it has remaining vacation days because we called the constructor, or the previous constructor, using super. You can see it up there. Great, cool, fantastic. So, and last part of inheritance, yada, yada, yada. We're going to call nurse link dot take vacation days, and we're going to pass in 5. This is so ugly. I really hate this so much. Okay. So great. We have 15 because 20 minus 5 is 15. Great. I really don't like incredibly verbose code. Just these long names just suck. Just say vacation days. Even then, that might be a little long. And then take vacation days. Take days off. Or, because you're using getters and setters, just do set vacation days, or remaining vacation days, this dot remaining, etc. Just dumb. Whatever. Inheritance 5. Okay. Yada yada yada. Under this constructor that returns value. Okay. We have this stupid getter get. Okay. I just want to make this very clear. Don't do this in your code. Just don't do it. It's dumb. It's redundant. There's no reason to it. Add a method called add certification under certifications getter. It's so repetitive. Like, I've got certifications here and I've got certifications here. Why can't I just use that one? Seriously, just do that. Whatever. Literally the same thing. I mean, heck, this even has more call stacks, so it makes it even harder for you to... Whatever. Oh, this frustrates me. Codecademy needs to fix this crap. Add a method called add certification under certification getter. The method should accept one input, new certification, inside the method, and push. Great. So, add certification. In my opinion, this should just be add cert. But whatever. Just makes it so method names are smaller. So, now we're going to have new certification. Another massive freaking thing. So, this dot certifications dot push new certification. Run. Great. Let's add that. Nurse Olin. Could you have picked a worse name? I mean, seriously, all of the last name is on the right hand. Okay, dot add certification. Genetics. Console.log nurse link dot certifications. Like, literally the entire last name is in the right hand on a QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, I already did that. That is so stupid. Okay, so that is it for inheritance. There's another thing called composition. Basically, we'll get into that later, but basically it's what I was talking about before with the status thing. It's like using another class inside of another class, and it, like, the status of the thing has... We'll get into it later, but it's basically what I talked about way before, and you'll see it when I... if you rewatch that video after you watch the video of composition versus inheritance, it will make a lot of sense. So, all right. Next up is static properties, and we will get into that in the next video.